Yo, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, y'all. What's going on? It's your boy Cave. I am in the building. Yes, I am. Top of the morning. Can y'all hear me? Let's get those likes up. Top of the morning, Derek. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the title. Nas did another deal with a Korean steakhouse in Las Vegas. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Nas is out here grabbing up businesses like his infinity stones. Please, please understand. Investing is very important, bro. Investing. We all get money, but what you do with your money? I'm saying you spend it on clothes. The most flyest is always the most brokest. That's how it always been coming up. The most flyest dude, he fly. He got all this stuff, but he don't got no money. He spent all his money on clothes. I'm saying, like, listen, man. Listen, man. Nas is going to a Billy. Nas is already in the 100 millions. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? He inked that deal, that casino in Queens recently. Now he inked another deal in Las Vegas. So he's opening businesses all over the place. That's what I want y'all to understand. All over the place. And that is the key, bro. Verticals. Verticals, bro. Many hustles. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned from Nas. I learned from Jay. I learned from anybody who's successful. They got multiple verticals, not just one, not just a 9 to 5. They got a 24 hours. How about that? They got 24 hours. They don't do 9 to 5, bro. They they do 24 hours, bro. Get paid while you sleep. That is the main objective. Get paid while you sleep. If you're not getting paid while you sleep, you're not hustling hard enough. The goal is to get paid while you sleep. That's how all the rich people do, bro. They get paid while they sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? The money don't stop. You get paid in the day, but it goes 24 hours. The money don't stop. Nas, yes. Nas is raking in the generational wealth. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to you, RC. Shout out to Derek. But not only that, Nas is low key. You only never hear about Nas. You know what I'm saying? Nas is really low key. Now let's do Nas history. Let's go back on Nas. Nas been around with the Biggie, Tupac, and like when I see Jay-Z and Nas get to the 500 million, Jay-Z in the 2 billion, you know, I think about Biggie and Pac. I think about Biggie and Pac, and I'm like, damn, they missed out. These brothers died at 24, 25. Biggie and Pac died before they could make any money. I mean, before they could see the hundreds of millions, Big and Pac was already gone. So they ain't get to witness the evolution of Jay, the evolution of Nas, the evolution of Diddy, like all the greats who's great now. Biggie and Pac didn't get to see that. It was still harvesting at the point. This is 96, 97. It was still harvesting. And even back in 96 and 97, I knew if Big and Pac was here in the present day, Big and Pac would have been billionaires also, along Jay, alongside Nas, alongside the Diddies, alongside them. Big and Pac would have been billionaires quicker than Jay, quicker than all of them, cause they really was influential in the world. These two men, Big and Pac, caused the whole East Coast and West Coast war. They waged a whole war. Two men waged a whole war, made a whole East Coast Hear the whole West Coast and vice versa, just two men. That's how influential Big and Pac was. So I always get sad when I see Jay and Nas living out their dreams, bro. And Big and Pac dreams was extinguished. It was canceled. He made picking up a microphone truly optional. Nas? What you mean? Nas made picking up a microphone optional? Now, when it comes to Nas and the mic, like Nas was scared to rap against Biggie. Nas was scared to rap against Big L. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Nas was scared to let his competition flourish. Nas was kind of he was scared. The only time Nas would compete was with the Ether. That was it. But Big said Nas was scared to drop a verse on his song. Nas said he was scared to rap around Big L. So Nas was kind of scary when it comes to competition on that mic. And I don't understand why. Nas was sick with it, but he just didn't have enough confidence in himself, bro. I'm trying to show y'all. Nas didn't have enough confidence in himself. His beat selection was lackluster. You know what I'm saying? He had one fire beat, but the rest was hit and miss. Let's keep it 100 with Nas. Nas' beat selection was lackluster, man. That was his whole gripe. You know what I'm saying? That was our gripe with Nas. His beat selection. It wasn't top notch. It wasn't that boom, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. Before they could see how the art convey other ingredients, the real big currency. You see that they were a microphone with what it could. Hell yeah. I feel you. You're definitely warriors. Nas, Ether J, in the corporate world. Let me get off this. This is my thing. Get that off. We said Nas, Ether J in the corporate world. As far as corporate go, see, Jay-Z got Beyonce money. So like how much of that money did Jay-Z earn by himself? It's easy when you got a superstar wife. It's easy to put your money together and say, yeah, I got 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, whatever billions I got. It's easy when you got a superstar wife. Nas did it by himself. You know what I'm saying? I can't give Jay-Z all the credit because Jay-Z was smart. Jay-Z said, I got to go get a wife who's in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying Nas getting money so many ways he does that. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. At that point, once you hit your 40s, your 50s, you ain't trying to be rapping no more. That's why I said verticals. You start rapping as a springboard. Now you vertical. You invest in other businesses. You invest outside of rap. So your consumers who's making you millionaires don't even listen to rap. That's what you want to be. I want consumers who don't listen to rap to also give me money. As long as my residuals are coming, you know what I'm saying? Because he still get paid for his music. So, now it's just to branch out and get money outside of rap. You know what I'm saying? As you get older. That's why if Big and Pac was here, they wouldn't have been rapping right now. Big and Pac would have been investing like Jay and Nas, chilling, just, you know what I'm saying? Just landing, being great. but we investing in different things. Nas has way more money than Jay. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm saying. Jay money it, is tied in with Beyonce, so we don't know how much money Jay got. Jay say he a billionaire, but who knows? Beyonce probably sold more. Come on, Beyonce sold more records than Jay. Beyonce got more money than Jay. Jay was just smart to why fuck Beyonce, but she got more money than Jay. She got way more money. She sold way more records than Jay. She's on tours right now. When the last time Jay-Z went on a tour? When the last time Jay-Z went on a tour? Beyonce is on tour. Cowboy Carter. Beyonce got more money than Jay. So I don't know how much money Jay-Z got. You know what I'm saying? He's slick. He's slick, bro. He tied in his money with Beyonce for life. That's a slick move. It is what it is. But I don't know how much money you got, homie. You know what I'm saying? Now Nas, you know what I'm saying? He on his own. Now when you go to Nas, he on his own. Like Nas is doing partnership, big partnership with that casino. That casino is a lot of money, man. And he see, now Derek said he partnered with a pharmaceutical company. I didn't even know that. So he's in with pharmacies. That's what I'm. Listen, man. And, and another thing you want to be like, if you famous, you want to be a silent investor. A silent investor is when you invest in a company and all that, but your name is not present. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, investors and people won't buy from the company if they know you invested in the company and you kind of controversial. So if you kind of controversial, it's good to be a silent investor. That's a little jewel I gave y'all right there. You know what I'm saying? Cameron is a silent investor in a lot of companies. Why? He's controversial. So you got to think, I can still make money while being controversial. Just don't put my, you know what I mean? Just keep me as a silent investor. Kanye is a silent investor in a lot of companies. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little tip. You could be a silent investor. I hate to say they was dropping the ball, but I don't think said Prince and Michael Jackson should have been on that same type of time too. Yeah, Prince and Michael Jackson. Okay, maybe they came too early to be doing all that. Yeah, yeah. Michael Jackson and Prince, they was on some, next level. Michael Jackson actually wanted to buy the Beatles catalog. Michael Jackson wanted to, what I'm saying, do this and that. So by you trying to be a threat to the industry and own this and own it, Michael Jackson was talking ownership. So was Prince. Ownership. And at the time, it wasn't about ownership. It was straight, this what it is. Now you could cut out the middleman. But at that time, it was definitely too early to be doing all that. Too early. Yeah, but they tried to kill Michael, allegedly, with the Pepsi commercial. Y'all remember Pepsi? When Michael Jackson was burnt up on accident, almost burnt to death. Y'all remember that? Then they sent a doctor to Michael Jackson's mansion, and they finished the job. They finished the job. Conrad Murray, that doctor, finished the job. So, Dame Dash was screaming ownership too. That's why they ain't like Dame Dash. Dame Dash at the time was 2000. We talking 1997. Like around that time, Dame Dash was screaming ownership. They ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, everybody doing the ownership, but at that time, like RC said, it was too early. It was too early for you talking all this ownership and boss up. Nah. Yeah, use you up and spit you out. Yeah. At the time, they made billions off of using you up and spitting you out. Now comes in the digital era, the Napsters, the the downloads. So now you cut out the record labels, the companies who needed the physical disc. Now people don't need physical disc. You just download it. You know what I mean? So there was cut out overnight, treating artists like chewing gum, treating artists like trash. Use you up. The minute you don't sell, go platinum no more, you out of here. You out of here. And they will call Koch the graveyard for the graveyard for artists. Anybody who on Koch is struggling, like 360 deals, all kind of crooked stuff in the industry. Now, all that died overnight. You got YouTube, you got Spotify, you got iTunes, you got all these streaming platforms where you cut out the middleman, and you could put up your single for $1. You know, 2 million people buy your single for $1. 3 million people buy. Like, come on, that's money, bro. And you on multiple platforms, selling your singles, selling your. I mean, come on, bro. This is the era we in. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like ODB. If ODB was alive, ODB would have been super viral. Everything ODB did in the 90s before the internet was viral. It's like, I think about stuff like this. I'd be like, damn, if ODB was still here, ODB would have been crazy viral. Everything ODB did was viral. Everything. Now, go look back. ODB was the one, bro. It's the ODB, kid. Shame on you. ODB had his own hairstyle. Now, y'all remember the ODB hairstyle? You know, my cousin had that style. It was cornrow going up this way and cornrow going up this way. ODB. He had his own hairstyle, his own language. You know what I'm saying? People in Brooklyn, he was rocking the ODB all day. You know what I'm saying? Very, you know what I mean? Like, bro, these people will be king of the internet. Biggie, Tupac, ODB. It's shame that they gone, bro. Like, the greats, man. We still gotta acknowledge them as we in the present. Like, damn, yo, a lot of greats has fallen off this tree of life. The leaves fell to the floor. You know what I'm saying? We don't scrape up the leaves and throw it away. Nah. We carry that leaves, man. You know what I mean? So, we don't move like a sucker, because we would think, damn, what would Jesus do? What would Biggie do? You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't do that. It won't, you know what I mean? Every step, bro, is governed. Every step is thought out. You know what I'm saying? I got verticals all around me, bro. You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to show y'all, man. Shout out to Nas, man. He in Vegas slaying. Trying to show y'all that the world is big, man. Don't just make money in your hood. Branch out. Make money worldwide. That's what Nas taught me I'm like, okay, Nas getting that worldwide money. I ain't a hater. Oh, look at Nas doing. Nah, let him eat. Because I'm eating too. We all could eat. Stop being lazy. Just get on your hustle. Get on your grind. That's what Nas teaches me. Get on your grind. Get on your hustle, man. You dig what I'm saying? For real, for real. It's a weird time in music. There are only 4 to 5 artists that can actually still sell actual music, and the only major selling. Yeah, that's it, bro. And it's always gonna be that way. I mean, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kendrick, Adele, Taylor Swift. They're gonna make buku bucks. Buku bucks. That's how it is in life. Everything you do is always gonna be somebody who making tons of money above you. That's okay. Just stay on your lane. Just focus on you. Focus on your pivot. Focus on your square. You know what I'm saying? And you always gotta watch them. You know what I mean? You watch people who doing better than you. You don't watch to hate. Nah, you watch to see what they doing that you ain't doing. Okay, they got verticals. Okay, they got multiple businesses. Okay, that's what I'm not doing. Let me write that down. All right, I got to get different verticals. All right, they making money in their sleep, obviously. So okay, now I got to find a way to make money while I'm sleeping. Check, check. That's two right there. Different verticals make money while you sleep. Now, now we on the road to greatness. We on the road to greatness. That's it. Make money while you sleep. Multiple verticals. That's it, bro. Invest smartly, wisely. You know what I'm saying? Investing is the key, bro. It's too much information out here. Oh, I forgot. See? And maybe Drake, but Drake's scared to put a new album out. See, Drake messed up his whole career. Let's speak on Drake for a second. Now, Drake messed up his career. Kings battle kings. Like, okay, it's okay to battle Kendrick. It's okay, bro. It's okay to lose to Kendrick. It's okay, bro. You know, we would have moved on. It would have been over. And the winner of that battle gets to go at the Super Bowl. This was all playing out for us to see. Whoever wins between Drake and Kendrick, they get to perform at the Super Bowl. It just so happened to be Kendrick. Okay, now this is where Drake messed up at. Drake went and sued. The first rapper to sue after losing in a battle, bro. That's where he messed up at. And it just went worse after that. Then the label started suing him and suing and suing. Now Kendrick is out the way. Now Drake is fighting a whole different battle. Not even focused on Kendrick no more. Kendrick done killed you. Now you battling your own label. You battling this. And I'm out the way like, damn, I ain't got to do nothing no more. I ain't got to do nothing no more. Drake killing himself by this suing shit. That's suing stuff, bro. Kings kill kings, bro. This competition in life, bro. Somebody got to lose. Somebody got to win. But how you lose is what defines how we going to carry this, bro. You lost like a Karen, bro. You went the Karen route. You went to the courts. Even the courts, like, I know the judge, like, suing over a rap battle. Even the judge heard the Kendrick song. Like, he smoked you, homie. Get over it. Get over it, bro. Get over it, bro. Kendrick smoked you, bro. We always waiting for that knockout hit. It just so happened it came from Kendrick first. It could have came from you, but we was waiting. But when we heard that, not like us, we knew it's over. That was a hit. It was a diss record. It's over. It's over. We knew at the time, oh, it's over. Battle done. Drake lost. We was waiting for Drake to knock out Kendrick, but somebody had to lose. Just so happened to be you, homie. Just so happened to be you, Drake. And how you lost is what, how. Not cause you lost. People lose. It's not cause you lost, it's how you lost. And how you carried that L. You should have been like, yo, Kendrick, he smoked me, whatever. He was the bigger man. Kings battle kings. At least I ain't duck my taco like J. Cole. At least I step up to the plate. J. Cole, he ducked his taco. J. Cole ran. At least I feet to the fire. Drake would have been respected if you took your L, sat your ass down, and let your L hatch. You would have been respected, Drake. You ain't let your L hatch. That judge should have threw that shit out. That judge should have been like, you what? Bro, you got smoke, homie. That judge, he knew. Like this character came in my court trying to sue because he lost to Kendrick. Come on, man. You lost to Kendrick. It's a no-brainer, homie. It's a no-brainer. Even the judge know. Case dismissed. Bang. So, Drake messed up his career doing that. You mess up your career. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody, I don't even know if Drake still got fans. Do Drake still got fans? Is the OVO thing still a movement? Is OVO still a movement? I don't even know, bro. People are ashamed to say they're Drake fans. Now you got to look at past battles, bro. How did the loser react to losing in the battle? So we got Nas in the background. We see Nas right here. Nas had a battle with Jay-Z. Jay-Z, a lot of people said lost. The Ether was a knockout hit for Jay-Z. You know, we didn't see Jay-Z go suing Nas. We didn't see Jay sue Nas. We didn't see, you know what I'm saying? All the battles, all the people who lost in a rap battle, we ain't see them go to the courts, bro. What made Drake say, yo, I could sue him? Why? Because he called you a pedo? Because he... Oh, man, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, but Nas killed Jay, right? At the end of the day, Jay's still here. Jay's still here. Jay took his L, let it hatch, moved on, bro. He ain't moved goofy after, bro. In his feelings. Somebody gotta win. Somebody gotta lose. Don't be the loser. Straight up, don't be the loser, bro. Getting weird trying to say one of them like us should be paid at. Drake drops some new singles, but yeah, son, the new singles, that Drake is not impactful no more. Drake is over. Drake don't have that same hit no more. Drake is done, bro. This battle with Kendrick really knocked points off Drake's record, bro. Knocked points off Drake's score. Let's keep it 100. Drake is not that impactful anymore. We don't care no more about Drake. Drake is just a light-skinned dude with braids. Respectfully. Respectfully, we don't care about Drake no more. Drake was just a fake cool guy. Exactly. You said it. And he wasn't even a cool guy to me. Drake was corny. Drake ain't had no style of fashion. Drake would wear them things, barrettes in his hair like a woman. So he wasn't cool to me. He was a cornball. He's just a cornball to me. Respectfully, he's a cornball. You know what I'm saying? That's how I view Drake, as a cornball who couldn't dress. Corny sense of fashion. All that money you got, all the clothes in the world, and you dressing like that. You gotta be born with the fashion, homie. Your stuff gotta coordinate. Your stuff gotta match. You know what I'm saying? Your hat gotta match your shirt. Your shirt gotta match your package. You know what I'm saying? Everything gotta match. You gotta be born with that. Ain't like if you could just pick it. Nah, you gotta be born with a style of fashion, bro. Drake dressed corny, bro. He's a corny dude. He didn't come rapping like that or dressing like that. Something, yeah. You know, the stylist. You know, these people get rich and they hire stylists. And the stylists will tell them how to dress. The stylists will dress them. Put on this. This is what's fashion right now. This is what's new. This is the new designer. This is what they're going to be wearing next month. This is what they're going to be wearing next year. You could wear it now. The stylists are, you know, try to be like an assistant to the clothes you wear. You know, but the stylist is corny, obviously. You need to fire that stylist. Fire whoever fire whoever advising you to wear that crap. You don't know how to dress, homie. Fire the person who advising you to wear that garbage. They ain't doing their job. For years, bro, I never seen Drake with a cool fit. I'm like, damn, that fit is hard. With all the money he got, I'm like, I won't buy that. I won't buy that. I'm like, I won't buy that. I won't buy that. Everything Drake wear, I'm like, I won't buy that. Why he wearing that? Corny. Kanye lost all his brownie points with me too. Kanye is way out there, man. Kanye lost when he said he was sexually molesting his cousin. I tuned him out ever since then, and that was about close to a year ago. I don't care about what Kanye do. After you said that, and you proud of that, even if it's a lie, who the hell would do that? Why? Make no sense. I don't deal with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. So Kanye lost a lot of points with me too. Definitely, homie. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Talking all that crazy stuff, then you calling kids the R word. I'm done with you. Kanye should have followed Jay and Nas, get the money. Kanye, you could tell Kanye been tampered with mentally. Kanye been tampered with. That man is crazy. You really gotta look. You crazy, homie. You know something happened to you on your way to the billions. You know what I'm saying? That money come with a price, man. You know, you want to be in their circle. You want to be in they, you know what I mean? Because you coming into their backyard. You know, you can't build your house in another man's backyard. Kanye came into their backyard. So guess what? You got to play by our rules. This is our backyard. You cannot build your house in another man's backyard. So, you know you coming into my backyard. These are the rules. You play by these rules, you get the billions. Now, what are the rules? It's a secret for us. But to them, it's diabolical. But to the outsiders, we'll never know. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. Jay-Z said it. It's a secret society. Who's we? So you gotta listen to the bars. Who's we, Jay? You said it's a secret society. All we ask is trust. Now who's the we? So it's more than one of y'all. You just gotta listen to what people say, man. And you break down their words. It's we. All we ask is trust. The secret society is a bunch of people. All they ask is trust. Trust in what? That's the So you know what I'm saying? That society, man, it's a wicked place. That industry is a wicked, wicked place, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you could be independent, you do it on your own, you get your own money, you get rich your way, you feel much better, man. Feel much better. You're doing it your way. You know what Frank Sinatra said? I did it my way. I did it my way. Nas flipped the game the right way. Yes, he did. I never heard no controversy about Nas. I'm just thinking right now in my mind. You know what I mean? I never heard nothing crazy about Nas. Nas is just getting money, staying out the way, as you should. As you should. Even in the present time with Jim Jones trying to cloud off Nas' name. Nas didn't fall for the bait. Nas did not fall for the Jim Jones bait. He didn't fall for it, bro. Jim Jones tried. Oh, you trying to cloud off my name. I see you. I see you. Now, if we go back to the early 2000s, Jim Jones tried that thing again. He had a Nas diss song. Jim Jones was always dissing Nas. Even 20-something years ago, Jim Jones tried that, because guess what? He said, oh, Nas got my last name. So guess what? He branded himself the Kufi Smacker. So he said, I'm going to smack the Kufi off of Nas' head. I'm the Kufi Smacker. Styles P too. Listen, man. Styles P, Jadakiss, Chic Luch. Shout out to the D-Block boys. 30 plus years together. Even before the social media, they integrated into the social media, and we never heard nothing about D-Block boys. We never heard nothing about, the bickering, the jealousy. We never heard nothing about D-Block. It was just all brotherhood. And the brotherhood shows. when D Block did the verses, who was the real brothers and who was separated. Now you go to Dipset. Dipset was all about the money, flashy. They probably didn't even rehearse together. Now we go to D Block. They together. They rehearse together. They doing their verses without the vocals. That's how you know Dipset didn't practice. They needed the vocals. They needed, this is karaoke at this point. That's why Jadakiss called them out. Yo, we in New York City, the home of the spitters. How you don't know your songs, bro? Why are you having the vocals in the background, bro? Jada called him out. Yo, Tech, let's make something happen. Let's make something happen. That's the quote of the night. Yo, let's make something happen. Represent for Biggie, nigga. He dropped that big bling. What? Burners, all razors, hands down. The game is all Jada's. Anything I got, the copper in all flavors. Y'all neighbors. 2 Ashton doors. I mean, I'll stress for more. What? Get it from the essay. Yeah, mother. I've been smacking these rappers around for a decade. Saki Miller Leche. I bet I could pop her the next day. Come on, man. X-rays negative. In jail, you will never live. You barely breathing out here. All Jada had to do was, yo, hit that. Oh, man. Yo, bro. But look at this, bro. The whole verses, bro. Jada was leading the charge, bro. Even from the intro. Like when they was coming out to the stage. And, we had Sheik Luch, you had Styles P, you had Jada. Jada pushed Styles P first. He pushed Sheik Luch second. And Jada went last. Then when they get into the ring and they doing all the talking and all that, Jada didn't say a word till Cameron spoke. You know what I'm saying? You gotta peep how this is warfare. I'm not gonna address none of y'all until your boss speak. So when Dipset boss spoke, Jadakiss spoke. People was joking around. Freaky Zeke, you ain't a ghost. Freaky Zeke, yo, don't touch me like that, and clowning. Jada was just like this. Just being in boss mode. The minute Cameron spoke, Jadakiss said, yo, Cameron, you don't even live in New York. Yo, Tech, drop that. It was over. It was over. The minute Cam spoke, he said, yo, Cam, you don't even live in New York no more. Yo, Tech, drop that. It was done. You got to see how warfare is fought, bro, with the lyrics. That was all strategic on Jada's side. It was all strategic. The minute Cameron spoke, oh, okay, now it's on now. I'm going to wait till your boss speak. Then we're going to shut this down. So he told Cameron, you don't even live in New York. Yo, Tech, drop that. It was over. It was over. That's D Block. I love them boys. And they said a line like 20, 30 years ago. They said, we persevere through all the errors. Was they lying? Was D Block lying when they said, we persevere through all the errors? Styles P got a plant-based and vegan food chain somewhere, and I got stocks in dispensaries. Yeah. Styles P got a dispensary in Harlem. He does the Trees of Life or something like that. Styles P got a dispensary. They got a gas station. D Block is also into verticals. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie would have been so proud. Biggie would have been proud of D Block. The way they stuck together. No inside turmoil that we know about. Again, if they got issues, the internet don't know about it. The bloggers ain't speaking on it. Obviously, they solve the issues inside. They call each other and they hash it out. Of course, brothers gonna argue and we gonna, you know what I'm saying, not see eye to eye every time, but we don't never know about it. We never heard about Jada, Chic, Styles P or some goofy stuff, bro. Never. Never, bro. Styles P is telling y'all to nerd up. Styles P, the gangster. But now he's a gentleman. Remember, he has an album called The Gangster and the Gentleman. Styles P is showing y'all two sides. I've been a gangster, now I'm a gentleman. Styles P is telling y'all to nerd up, smarten up, stay out the streets. Pooh Shiesty's home. Speaking of Pooh Shiesty is home. He came home yesterday. Pooh Shiesty is home, boy. The originator of the Shiesty mask is back. Pooh Shiesty is back in town. I want to see how that play out before I speak on Pooh Shiesty's situation. But they said they're trying to ban him from, like, come on, bro. This internet is something else. But Pooh Shiesty is home. You know who else got a great Master of how can I forget about Master P? How can I forget about Master P? Master P does not come on camera unless he's selling something. That's only time I see P on the social media is if he's selling. Now he's selling chips. The last time it was cereal. P is always selling something. P is a hustler by blood. You know what I'm saying? P is a hustler. You'll never see P on camera without a hustle. He's selling. Nipsey said he respected Master. Of course. Nipsey was selling his CDs for $100. Jay-Z bought a couple of it. I'm going to repeat that. Nipsey was selling his last CD he'd made for $100. Jay-Z bought a couple. Jay-Z respected Nipsey's hustle. That he supported it personally himself. Nipsey Hussle shot a video in Brooklyn where all my Crips homies is at. Not too far from me right now in present day. He shot rap niggas right there. It's a part in that video where he's in Brooklyn. It's right there. My homies is in the video. Shout out to Nipsey. Nipsey was respected out here in Brooklyn too. Yeah, Nipsey was out here in Brooklyn shooting rap niggas. Go look in that video. Now go back to Nipsey's video, rap niggas. You're gonna see he's in Brooklyn. Right where I'm at right now to this present day. Not too far from where I'm at. Not even 10 minutes from where I'm at. I'm like, oh snap, that's Nip, right? Oh snap, that's homie. Oh. They ain't Nip video, they know Nipsey. Nipsey worldwide, man. He was respected in New York. Nipsey never dissed New York, bro. Nipsey wasn't on no, I'm from the West Coast, so F New York and it's Cali versus New York. Nipsey seen the bigger picture, homie. Nipsey was, let's get to the bag. Let's get to the bag. And once I seen Nipsey doing that video, jumping out of drop top Phantoms, no shirt on, styling on them, I'm like, damn, they gonna get rid of Nipsey, bro. Something in my heart told me this guy ain't gonna live long, bro. He's stunting too hard on them, bro. And the haters are gonna take him out. The haters. I jammed the song right. Yeah, check it out, bro. Nipsey in Brooklyn. He right up. He right up here. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. A lot of Crips in my area. A lot of Crips out here. 60s, I guess. So that's why he shot the video in Brooklyn. I guess it's the 60s out here too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nip, man. Nip love New York, man. You know. But yeah. So I seen, you know what I mean? YG had more, yeah. Now YG, see, Nip was on a Big U. Big U was on some, jealousy stuff. Probably thought Nip was bigger than the program. So guess what? You got to get rid of Nip. Allegedly. I'm just saying. And the homie couldn't do what he did to Nipsey without approval. You can't do a hit without approval, bro. I'm just saying. You got to get approval from somebody, bro. So somebody knew what Eric Holder was going to do before he did it. He had to get approval. So, you know what I'm saying? It's who he's under. And they said, you ain't a 60 until you kill a 60. That's their words. They said you ain't a 60 member until you kill another 60. So, it's who he was under. YG definitely gonna live longer. I had no issue with YG. Like I see YG and I know he gonna make it. But I see Nipsey when he was still alive in the press. I'm like, damn, they gonna get rid of Ball. They gonna get rid of Ball. I'm like, damn, they gonna get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? He's stunting too much. People don't like that. People will support you to a certain extent. Now when they think you got too much, that's when they pull the chair from under you. Oh, we got him. Let's pull the chair from under him. That support is finished. It's done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Last time that I checked, you know what I'm saying? So verticals was the theme for today, man. Verticals was the theme today. Invest your money. We all get money, man. We all gonna get that bag. But it's what you do with it that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like Jadakiss said, man, if you don't save, you're useless. You're always gonna have excuses. I listened to Jadakiss and D Block bars, and that structured my life. That's why Jadakiss said, we raised a lot of y'all. Facts. An OG told me, if you can't save money, you're useless. All you're gonna have is excuses. So saving was the main theme in that sentence. Save money, homie. You ain't gotta save all, but at least put away something. You know what I mean? All facts, don't even get me started. It was all they play Nipsey. Yeah, man, it was all the play on Nipsey. He was yeah, man. Yeah, man. You could see. You could have told, you could have seen it that something was gonna happen to Nipsey. You could have seen it, bro. Who didn't know something was gonna happen to Nipsey, bro? If you was watching, you could have seen like, damn, I'm like, damn. And then you get the news. His last text was what? What was Nipsey's last text? He said what? Strong enemies, something like that. Nipsey said his last tweet was something about strong enemies. Thank God for strong enemies or something. Yeah, Nipsey put out a cryptic text before a cryptic tweet before he died, bro. I think he said something about it. It's a blessing to have strong enemies. That's what Nipsey said. Why he said that, I don't know. I don't know why he said that. It's a blessing to have strong enemies. That was Nipsey's last tweet. And he was killed by an enemy. You know what I'm saying? So, verticals, man. Invest, man. Let me go start up my store. My goal is to put up 10 items a day on my store. I'm selling every day, 2, 3 items, 4 items a day. So once you see me put it in my community posts, that's just new stuff I'm adding to my store. I got over 50 some items in my store. So my goal is to put up 10 items every day. So obviously I'm investing in merchandise that I could put up 70 items a week. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mod Gang, you already know what it is, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all though, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Let me go get to the other side of my verticals, and we vertical, we up. We ain't down, you heard? So Nas again just inked the deal. Las Vegas steakhouse is going down. Nas is showing us how to get money today. Our greats is, you know what I'm saying? I love to see that. Our greats is in a great position, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love to know that my support to Nas can enable Nas not to work a job. I love that. I love to support that you don't have to work, that you could live your dreams. That's my goal. And my support to Cash Money could afford Baby and all of them not to work. You know, they earned it. They earned our support. So they don't have to work. They earned it through hard work. Earn the support. Earn the support. Nas earned my support. Cash Money earned my support. Everybody I supported that got rich off of us, that they don't have to ever work, that they could feed their families for the rest of their life, they earned that support. They earned it. They earned the support. Soldier Boy, he earned my support. He put the grind in. He put the work in. He came independent. You gotta respect Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy came independent through the door. His first song was a dance. Superman now, yo! Crank that Soldier Boy. Crank that Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy in the dough. Super, yo! Crank that. Crank that. That's the hustle. You gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Respect the grind. Respect the hustle. So we gotta give respect to Soldier Boy, you know what I'm saying? He said, I still don't believe Prodigy choked on a. That's what they said, how Prodigy died? I don't believe it neither, man. I don't believe that's how Prodigy died. Choked on an egg. Uh, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't believe that. I'm not hearing that. Choked on an egg? Like, who eats, like, hey, that's a whole different blog. That's a whole different blog. What you just said. Prodigy choked on an egg. That's a whole different blog, man. That could go another hour. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're going to close out. Let me go, I mean, fill up my store with more merchandise. 10 a day. You know what I'm saying? As long as we have 70 items, we're going to sell more than half of that. We thinking, you know what I'm saying? Thinking big, man. So I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Verticals is the name of the game. Hustle. Get your money right. And we, you know what I'm saying? We here. Like Jadakiss said, we persevered through all the errors, man. All the errors that I've been in, I've been persevering. We persevere through all the errors. Your RC, Mod Gang, you already know, man. Stay up, you heard? Perseverance, man. That's the key word of the day. Persevere through all the errors. I don't care who president. I don't care who none of that. I'm gonna get mines. I'm out.